something.
There you go.
Yeah.
Perfect. What's going on, guys? How you doing today? Happy Saturday. Well, for most people. X-Men. What's up, Matt? Oh wow, that's so small.
Oh yeah, the delay is gonna suck. But
Yeah.
all right,
Hey,
so the
Mia.
reason why we're late is the webcaster decided not to work today, so this might be a little weird.
Webcaster is in lockdown.
So we're going 100% phone today. Have you met Hulk Hogan? No.
No.
That's right here. No, I've never met him. I bought stuff from his store. Many times there. The 2015 F-150 unplugged the factory amp and plugged it back in, and I installed an all-in-one sub. I lost my tuner signal. Two things. One, did you plug back in the FM? Did you pull the radio out, and if so, did you unplug the FM antenna? Also, depending on what type of sub-amplifier you have, if it's a Class D, then that would explain it, because Class D amplifiers that are not shielded for FM will bleed a ton of signal that will cause the FM in the car to just die.
Mm-hmm.
So that would
6 feet apart. If I go 6 feet, you guys not gonna see me.
It's down over here. I mean, we could put it on widescreen, I guess.
Nah, that's fine. All right.
I mean,
anyway,
so we're gonna try really hard to have this make sense. It's gonna be a little difficult tonight. That's for sure.
oh, thank you, man. No, the reason I was like that because I went to play pool and I don't smoke, so that was a bunch of people smoking, and just all the smoke that was around. And when I get out there, it's like, okay, fine. The next day I start feeling this kind of like crazy in my throat, and I'm like, yes. Other than that, everything's fine.
I have
Thank you, guys.
4 subwoofers, 6,000 watts. I have random popping when I'm using Apple CarPlay hands-free calls. Random popping.
All right. Best amplifier to handle 6,000 watts RMS. Amplifier that takes 600 watts RMS.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Random popping noise on your CarPlay. Make sure everything is up to date would be the easiest thing to do. And by that, I mean that the radio doesn't have any oddball, up-to-date issues, that kind of thing.
What's up from Missouri?
Oh, wrong way.
It's gonna be hard.
Okay, let's try that. There we go, that's better.
Hey, Dean and Fernando, how difficult is to add a second battery? Hey, Jason, how you doing, buddy?
I mean, it's not. So when you're adding a second battery, what you want to do is first off, you're going to need 2 fuse holders. You need a fuse holder coming directly off the battery, and you need a second fuse holder coming directly off the second battery. Then obviously you're going to have power wire between the two. Typically I ground my rear battery by itself. I do not use that as a ground plane for my amplifiers. My amplifiers are going to go to their own distribution and or own ground separate from that rear battery. And then I attach my power to the rear battery. You can get different fuse box and whatnot to make it all do what it needs to do, but yeah, this is screwing with my head.
I know. Hey,
that's how you do it. Like always, make sure you ground with the firewall.
Javi, thank you so much. $2.99. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. No, and this is not beer, man.
We do have some beer though. We had somebody drop about. So you got a case of wine, now you got a case of beer.
Yes.
Wow, we're gonna make an alcohol of you yet. Best upgrade for Bang & Olufsen for Ford. So the first thing you want to do is go over to Nav TV and buy the Zen A to B, which is the adapter that allows you to integrate into that. And then from there you can do pretty much anything you want. It's a 6x9 and a tweeter. Normal size tweeter will fit into the dash. Right now, if you head over to the 911 rescue that we're on part 2 of on YouTube here. You can kind of get an idea of like the tweeter. Like we're putting a set of Flax Evos in right now. You were road killing the rear doors.
Yep.
Monday we'll probably get to the front doors and whatever other pieces that kind of does. I don't know.
Saludos, Jose. Yeah. Hey guys. Okay, Dean and Fernando. How much to get you out here in Fresno to do my install? Ooh, man.
Not gonna happen.
It's probably cheaper if you bring your car here.
On a 2018 Ram, how can you use the BCI CH41 to add a bed cam and the truck has a factory reverse camera? It's totally doable. It has triggers on it to allow you to add in toggle switches to do that. There again, get the BCI 41. You can call PAC if you have any questions as far as how it works. But you need to get. All right, so you get the BCI 41, and then you get the video switcher 41.
Yes.
Or you get the 21.
The BCA 21.
No, the video switcher 21.
Yeah.
VS 21 is a 2-camera switching system, so that would allow you to do the BCI 41 would go in. You'd have your loop through for the backup camera, and then the 21 would be on a toggle switch, and that would allow you to switch between your backup camera and that. And you use your steering wheel to force on the backup camera. There's a button on the backup to force it on, which would allow you to toggle between have it on when the car is not in reverse if you want to see what's going on behind you.
All right, 2018 F-150 bass stereo, right? With the kicker key can handle the door speakers and stock tweeters, or the front channels, or will be the impedance be too low? No, the kicker key can handle the speakers. It's fine.
Is it a premium sound system?
No, it's a bass. It's a bass stereo.
Bass stereo with 2 ohms?
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't listening. So.
No, it's a 2018 bass stereo. The kicker key can handle the speakers.
Yeah.
And the stock tweeters. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. What did I see here? Someone asked the DSR1 or the DM608. Sound quality wise, the DM608 is definitely going to have a bigger. DM608 is going to have a bigger sound field, sound state presence. It's a better process. It's a better processor. Okay, so
Probably go a little closer.
I don't know.
The mic
What?
says
No, the mic is the same.
They say it's not the same. Yeah.
Okay. We'll go closer.
We go closer.
We'll go closer.
But they say 6 feet away, so I can be closer
There,
to you guys.
Now we're closer. Anyways, I don't even know where I was going with that.
DSR1.
Yeah, I gave up though. This whole thing is still screwed.
What's better, the DSR1 or the 6?
Yeah, I got it. I answered it.
Okay.
I mean, I go with the DM608 if you're looking for sound
There
quality.
you go.
It's just a better thing.
All right, question. Have you ever heard the Focal 40 anniversary car speakers?
Yeah, they're
With
Flax.
the output of the 10-inch sub, it's enough to not only hear, but feel in the ported enclosure. Response is a flat of 28 hertz.
I mean, it's a Flax sub. You've heard Flax subs.
Yeah.
Imported enclosures. And they're impressive as hell.
They're impressive, yes.
So I don't really. I mean, all it is just a bunch of products that already exist put into a box, and they, for the most part, it's Flax with a beryllium tweeter. Yeah, it's all good stuff.
All right, the kicker key is 50x4, and if you have speakers that are 100 watts RMS, would you be underpowering the speakers?
No.
Or not?
No, because, all right, rule of thumb is take whatever the crazy off-the-wall RMS number is and cut that in half, and that's going to be what you're going to want to amplify it with. So if the speaker is 100 watts RMS, 50 watts is plenty of power to get them to get up and dance. Remember, the RMS number is for the most part just a guideline. It's most of the time BS.
Mm-hmm.
So, and if I'm not looking at the camera tonight, it's because we have the delay, the same delay that you guys are having.
And the camera is,
And
the phone is up there.
Yeah, and we're looking at it. It's it's hard.
I don't even look at it. I'm just looking here.
I'm trying to read and look, and it's horrible. I need beryllium.
Yeah, everybody needs
We all need
beryllium.
beryllium. Dean, I'm waiting for 911 Part 3. I'm waiting for 911 Part 3 too. I have to edit it still.
All right. I just bought a 2018 Silverado, non-Bose, and I'm waiting to add an amplifier, but I don't want to cut up the factory wire harness. Do you know of any of my vehicle?
ET harness. What is it for?
2018 Silverado. Yes.
Oh, no.
2018 Silverado.
No. Well, it depends.
It
depends. If it's the new harness, then no. If it's the old harness, then
I think the old harness. Well,
yeah, but see, even the old harness, it's not like you can. I mean, I don't think you can just. So, okay, if it's the old harness, go to metroonline.com. First off, see what harness your car takes, and then see if they make a 71. But see, they're only going to make it for a smart harness, so it's like, it's not going to just be that harness that you can get to. I mean, it's available if you know where to look. Yeah. So I think that harness. Yeah, I mean, all the parts are available. You're just going to have to hunt for them. And I don't have part numbers and stuff like that.
All right, David Monroe saying
Metro will have them all. Yeah, so what we're wearing today is the 12 Volt Clean Wire Club shirt that you can get from teespring.store/5star. And, of course, the new 5-star patriotic just in time for the 4th of July, because hopefully by 4th of July we'll all be able to do cool things and hang out in more than groups of 10 and, you know, blow some stuff up. But you want to wear your cool patriotic shirt.
Also, this logo is from the new channel that we have, Dean and Fernando Car Stereo Clips.
Yeah, so the idea behind Dean and Fernando's Car Stereo Clips is shows like this, well, not this one, but shows like this that we go live, we answer a bunch of questions, we take those questions, which you guys have asked us to do for years. We're cutting them into the actual questions, and they're on their own channel. There's like 80 some odd videos up there right now. So it's Dean and Fernando's Car Stereo Clips on YouTube. Please go subscribe. It's a great place to find questions or answers to questions that you guys ask over and over and over again. So, you know, like during the week, if you thought you might have seen something, it's probably there. And if it's not, it will be there soon. Ryan's the man, dropping $2 in on the show. Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you so much.
If a door speaker's box says 150 RMS, does that mean for both or each? All right, so if it's a component set, what you're looking at is the overall power between both of them. So if you get a set of 6.5 tweeter combination, it says 150 watts RMS. That's for the set through the crossover. If you lose the crossover, that's going to change. But there again, just like we said earlier, 75 watts is really all you need to get those things to get up and dance. And TT coming in says, installing kicker key, 180.4 dash and front doors already have full cal. Rear still stock speakers not changing. Calibration will be okay. Yes. Yeah, so just make sure you leave the normal calibration. Do it for stereo. Don't do it for just fronts. If you're trying to amplify all for like front and rear installation like we did in Haley's truck, you can of course just use it to do the front and do biamp mode and put channels 1 and 2 on tweeters, channel 3 and 4 on mid-range. That's up to you, of course, whichever you want to do. But both will result with a much better sound than what you have now. Just remember when you're putting the seat needs to be where you have it, the headrest needs to be where you have it, and that microphone goes on top of the headrest, facing the ceiling. It seems like the most unrealistic place to put it, but that's where it needs to go, facing up, right there.
All right, what's up, Wolf? How you doing today, buddy? Morels, hybrid 402s versus the Slim. The 402 is Slim.
Well,
they're the same?
No, they're not. Well,
but it's just because it's the Slim?
All right, so the Slim is a very utilitarian speaker. It's like one of the most amazing sounding 4-inch speakers, but there again, you're paying for that mount capability because it's this thin. If you don't necessarily need that, then just go with the other
the regular one.
But both of them are impressive as hell, so take your pick. I don't think you're going to be wrong either way. It's a 4-inch, so it's not like they're going to blow your mind.
All right, can you use
Hey, Wolf.
a pack GM44 as a line converter and to splice in the speaker wires onto the speakers. Can you use the GM44 as a line converter?
No. I mean, okay. What is a GM44?
It's not the GM?
I don't know what a GM44
What's
is.
GM44?
Pack GM44 has a line
Pack
converter to splice the
GM44.
speaker wires, amps to speakers.
I
I don't know what it is. I have no idea.
don't know.
I don't know either. 2011 Camaro SS DSP advice. Looking to use audio controls D6 1200. Will it work good and fit in factory location? It will not fit in your factory location. It will work great. The location where the factory Boston acoustic stereo is very small. This is the size of the factory amplifier right here. As you can see, it's not very big in comparison to the audio control, which is going to be about, yeah, so, and the problem that you run into is where this sits in the car, there's a body piece that comes up like this that gets in the way, so not going back into that spot. We barely fit the Alpine in there. But yes, it's good in. Did you find it?
Yes, it's the
It's a high level to low level adapter.
yeah.
So that's okay, so that is design. Okay, so the GM44 is designed, it's not a high level, that was the precursor to the Amp Pro.
Right.
So what that's, the GM44 was the precursor to the Amp Pro, and what it was designed to do is give you a, yeah, so that just uses like an old Vendetta 4. I mean, it's a high level to low level.
It's a high level, it's a T harness, of course.
Wow. Yeah, it's just okay. So that's just a
But
basic
can you
high
use
level.
it?
To go which way? Out of the amplifier? Yeah, I mean, sure.
I mean, you can use
all
it.
it is
Yeah.
a 4-channel high level to low level.
Yeah, because
adapter.
they give you
Yeah.
low level, line level.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's just a basic. So it's just a basic high level low. You can do whatever you want.
There you go.
2020 RAV4. Can I keep the factory stereo, or are they still crap? No, I mean, I would keep the factory stereo on the RAV4. I mean, it's probably got everything you need, Axeman. I mean, we throw a DSP in there, we'll make it do what we want.
All right, Junkie Red, 2011 Camaro. Hang on.
I just read that.
Oh, okay.
I just did that one.
No, never mind.
5-channel amp recommendations on a budget and not on a budget. So so if I don't have a budget and if I have a budget. So if I have a budget and I'm doing a 5-channel amp, I'd probably go with the Kenwood Exelon 801.5 or the 901.5. If my budget allows me to go up to a DSP, I go Q Class 1005. You agree?
Right. Did you reply to Dan?
I did
Dan
not
Ross,
reply to Dan.
Thank you. He just dropped $2 right now. Audio control DSP or Helix.
If this is your first DSP, meaning like I've never owned a DSP before and I'm getting into DSP for the first time, I would say the audio control is probably going to be a little bit easier to use. But there again,
Okay.
if you have the time and you're willing to learn and you want to just get into it, then
Keep in mind, the Helix is not complicated. It's not. It's
yeah, but
easy
the audio
too.
control is super easy. 'Cause
Well, like
it's-
we
it's
always say, or like Dean said, just download the software, play with both, and see which one you feel more comfortable. Then you can decide which one you're gonna buy.
yeah, because they're both going to
Yes.
make amazing
Oh,
sound.
and yes, definitely.
But I don't know. Yeah, that would be. All right. Pioneer Z's or JLC 7s. Looking for clear music. I'm gonna go with C7s over the Z's. If those are my two choices, yeah, I'm going C7s.
C7 or Pioneers.
I mean, if I want looking for clear music,
Yeah, C7s,
not
of
much.
course.
All right, looking for clear music, not much for loudness.
So
I mean,
it's just clear
If you're just looking for like the cleanest sound you can get,
and not
and not-
loudness.
so like those
Check 'em out.
two, yeah, I was gonna say like the Z is not clear. The Z is just like super
just
bright,
loud.
tweeter, and loud. The C7 is
Yes.
more on the nicer side,
Yeah.
but if you're looking for something with a realistic playback, then I would go Morel. Go with
Definitely.
some Virtus or anything above the Virtus. Or check out Audio Frog.
That's right. Watts 333.
Alright, hang on. So this is just as fun to use. Do you need to add a fuse before each amp when installing multiple amps? Wouldn't be a bad idea. If each amplifier has a fuse on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we'll give some examples here. So this amplifier has a fuse on it. So if I was doing like 3 of these, I would just use a distribution block.
Whoa!
This amplifier does not have a fuse on it. And as you can see, somebody did some dumb stuff here with the ground being loose. Therefore, we would run a even though this has like short circuit protection and all that crap built into it, I would run a distribution block for this. Now, if you're doing both of these amplifiers, one that has a fuse and one that doesn't have a fuse, then I'm going to err on the side of going with fuse distribution for both. Okay.
All right, a system that you,
Yes,
you,
me.
and me will recommend. Products, etc. Sub, amp, speakers, DSP. What are you throw?
I have no idea.
I mean, of course you're gonna go with Focal. Morale. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's the system that I have sitting there waiting to go into a car.
Yes. And I will go with Focal and a Helix DSP. Yes.
I mean, I got a bunch of Morel stuff that, the thing is like, I don't know. I mean, I'm going to have Morel speakers, and that's about as far as I can go on that. As far as like amps and DSPs and all that stuff,
You can choose.
I'm going to just play around with whichever one I like. I mean, I have the Alpine right now. I'm so over it just because I just don't, I'm done with it. I want to put the Arc in because we have it and it's fun to play with. But I don't know. I mean, we do stuff all day long, and building that dream system, I just don't have that wanting to do that anymore. You know what I mean? I just like stuff.
All right. Where is?
Hold on, let me answer this one. How do you put a front camera on a Corvette with a curved bumper and I don't like under the bumper? We've done it, and you have to go under the bumper. Actually, you can go into the grill, but head over to what's the name of their cameras?
EchoMaster.
There you go. Head over to echomaster.com. The last one we did had like the honeycomb front grill. It was the new C7, not the C7, and we made we took the honeycomb grill, we lasered out that same hole, put a camera in that, and that's where the camera went, so you really couldn't see it. What's up, Jason? All right, what am I doing now?
Somebody 25.
That's as far down.
Oh, whoa. Thank you so much.
Wolf
man.
William, thank you, professors, for all you guys teach us. Please stay safe. Irony, you do know today is the same day as the Purge Day. The movie.
Wow.
No, I've never watched that movie. I'm not into that kind of stuff.
I watch.
I know you do.
I haven't watched the latest, but yeah, I like it. It's pretty cool. Okay, so 25 Hertz reply. New concept, 10 gauge OFC burns a little at the start of the connection.
Ooh, yeah.
Should this happen, and how often should I cut out the new link?
Oh, how far should you? So if it's okay, so what's happening is, and this all right. Say you have a piece of wire going into a fuse box or an amplifier, and then it starts to melt away the clear coating, and starts to burn and whatnot. 2 things cause that. One, a loose connection going into. What is that, anyways? Oh, that's the. I'm like, what is this?
That's the microphone.
That's the microphone.
Hello.
Anyway, so 2 things cause it. 1, a loose connection going into whatever is connected to.
Yep.
Or 2, the wire is too small and the resistance at that contact point is causing your wire to melt. I would find out which one it is. If it's a loose connection, obviously tighten up, move forward. You're going to want to cut away all the black area.
Yes, correct.
That is the burnt area, that is, and put a new ring terminal or get a ferrule or something like that and reconnect it. If the connection is loose, if the connection is tight, then you need to go from a 10 gauge to an 8 gauge.
Yeah. And when you say like it's loose, check your battery, check your fuse, both of the connections.
Yeah. Could be bad.
Everything.
Yeah. All right. Of all the F-150 sub boxes, alright, of all the F-150 subs and box combinations, what's your favorite? You never elaborate. You did the 4.8s and didn't say how they went. Actually, we never, did we do 4.8s? I don't think we've ever,
Eights?
No, we did 4.8s in the, yeah, we did 4.8s.
Yeah. Oh, what's his
Those
name?
are L7s.
L7 4.8.
But the 4.8s box that we have up front with the L7Ts, we've never actually put in anything.
No, we haven't. All right, so real quick, Justin just dropped $5.
All right, hold on. Let me answer the question first. I want to ensure. Yeah, I know, right? Hold on, before we get to the next one. All right, if I'm going for normal everyday base in a car, I really like the 210s or 212 combination of whatever goes underneath the seat in the F-150.
Okay.
If I'm going for maximum SPL, it's hard to beat the Foxbox. Foxbox with two P310s in it is awesome. So like two P310s on audio control 1.1500, like we did in the one guys, that was stupid.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. How do you Elo Rick 40 Elo? How do you say his name? 46.
Eco.
Yeah, okay, I suck at this. Great stuff, guys. Any recommendations for an installer in New York looking to install Alpine X409 with accessory module for a JK, or get me on the books so I can drive down to you guys? I would hate to drive a Jeep down to Florida. You know what? First off, obviously you can reach out to Alpine and they will give you a name of a good dealer in their area.
Mm-hmm.
But with that being said, you could probably... I'm trying to think of how you... hold on, let me... Batteries, hold on.
Crazy. Alright, guys. Somebody say, hey, Dan Fernando, can we get a link below to the clip of the YouTube?
I can't post the link in the show notes.
We can't, but somebody can. Just go to YouTube when this one is over and just type Dean and Fernando's car stereo clips. And if you can find it, go.
Oh, it's there. It pops right.
It's right.
Yeah,
because it's already there. So yeah, just Dean and Fernando's car stereo clips. Subscribe and share.
What I was gonna say. Do you remember? You know what the name of Frankie's company is on Instagram?
It's.
Where is my phone? I was gonna say, where's my phone? Hold on, I'm still doing on the New York thing. Yeah. See if you can find that. I'll move on to a question. We'll come back to that. All right. Would you say Foxbox would be the best pre-built box for an 07 to 13 GMC Sierra? I mean, it'd be the loudest. The whole thing behind Foxbox is quality and loud. Frostbite is the box we go to when we want pretty and build quality.
12 volt.
All right. So
marketing.
All right. So for you New York guys, New Jersey guys, on Instagram, look up a guy called 12 Volt Marketing Group. He is the rep for a lot of brands in that area. You could probably DM him, explain to him the situation, see who he would recommend, because he is the guy that deals with all these. He's not Alpine, but he's going to know who's good in that area. Yeah. His name is Frankie. He's going to be mad at me for doing this, but that's the only... That's all I can give you.
Yeah. There you go.
All right, what are we dealing? What's going on here?
I don't know. I haven't... Okay. I was looking for it. Dean... You're a Wargu. Maybe you can advise or have a system like this come up, high-res feed, iPod, high-res file, or Sony into a DAC to send via optical out to a DSP. Yeah, that's actually on the list of things we need to do. We have actually what we bought or we haven't bought yet. Car gift. What's up?
These guys here.
Oh my god, man. I can't believe we haven't put it.
I know, it's killing me. So we have the Moscone. These are the high-res Bluetooth modules. So the idea behind these is you put these in, and then you can stream to it from high-res. You can use your iPad with the Onkyo app, and it'll transmit right to it and give you all your high-res files right into, and it sounds amazing. Like, it's unrealistic. That's why we bought it. We need to just plug it into your car.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Let's work on. Well, I think we might have some time in the coming weeks.
We're gonna save for the next revolution.
Yeah, I think we might have some time in the coming weeks. So I have to. All right, I'm gonna see if I can get the music because I deleted all that off my iPad so we could put movies on it.
All right, 5-star. Can you check with Lance and see when the Addison Voce 2 3.0 3-inch mid-range will be available in price? Thanks.
Right now,
It's
it is just
tough.
a whatever's gonna whatever as far as how things are coming. We were talking with Kenwood earlier this week, and they were talking about their new radio, the big floating screen thing.
10-inch.
That was supposed to be sometime in July, but I mean,
Keep in mind, guys,
that's not going to happen.
These companies right now, they're struggling too because everything comes from.
Well, California, like we were talking with AMP this week, and like the warehouse is closed in California, so they have other warehouses, but nowhere near the size of California. So they're like, all our stuff's going to run out if we can't reopen that warehouse.
That's right. What's up, Bobby?
So, it's just, this is a weird thing happening. So just be patient, everyone, and hopefully in the next month or 2 or 3, everything will get back to normal.
What's the loudest? Oh.
Hold on. Pack TR12 didn't stop, turn on, pop. What's next?
Well, the TR12.
Well, the TR12. Well, he added a delay.
Yeah, but it's not gonna stop the
Well, no,
the pop.
it's
just gonna delay.
Well, the turn on pop is the hard thing to get rid of.
Yes.
So usually, if there's turn on pop, turn off pop is one thing. You're not actually ever getting rid of it. You're just trying to move stuff away. Now, did you experiment with how things turn on? So, for example, like when we're doing a new Chevy truck with a Amp Pro.
Yep.
And a DSP and amplifiers, we have to make sure we stagger the way those things turn on, or we get a pop. So, like the DSP turns on first, and then the amplifiers turn on. If they turn on at the same time, it pops.
It pops. Yeah.
If the amplifiers turn on first, and then the DSP turns on, it pops. So we have to use the Radio Pro's remote turn on to turn on the DSR1 or the DSP, and then the accessory in the car to turn on the amplifiers, because the accessory in the car turns on later than the DSP. The DSP turns on as soon as you touch the car. So you might have to experiment with it a little bit. Otherwise, it's just an amplifier thing, and you need new amplifiers, which totally sucks.
All right, go. I think I like his comment right there.
Which one?
That one.
Your new shirt looks fantastic.
But his name is pretty cool.
Oh, Morel for me?
That is
a cool name.
Yeah.
I like that one. So these shirts are, of course, available. You can get them on Teespring/store/5-star. And this is, of course, the new Facebook page, the Clean Wire Club. And this is our new patriotic 4th of July thing. We figured we'd get them out early so you guys can order them now and be all looking super fly for patriotic. And everyone will be like, what is that? What are you wearing? And then on the back, of course, it says Smash Force Productions, which, of course, is the production company that we now have.
Everything runs in here.
Yeah.
And don't forget to subscribe.
I don't know if
Fernando,
I don't know if that shirt actually has that on it or not. I don't remember.
What, this one?
No, I don't know if that was the custom ones we made. I don't know if the ones in the store actually have that. Does hybrid audio still exist? Have you heard hybrid speakers? Yes, they still exist, and yes, we have heard them. We have a customer, a good friend of the store that has them in his car, and we've listened to his many times.
Yeah.
All right, moving down. Fernando, you usually eat plenty of.
Really? I think so.
No, I think sure.
Might.
Yeah. Okay. I have a 2017 Grand Cherokee with bass system looking to install DM608. The car has the basic 6-speaker system. Have you encountered any issues with load sensing? If so, yes. There is plenty of problems in 2000 Cherokee with a load issue. Now, 2 things. One, it was a 2017 Cherokee. Okay, so that's not going to work. All right, so for a Cherokee, you're going to need the greens, right? Yeah, load resistor for alarming system. Okay. So, all right, for
real quick. SS Custom Car Audio. The new flags, they sound amazing. They awesome. They actually sound really nice.
So the Jeep Cherokee, if you have the one you're talking about, you're going to need the green AC LGD 20 ohm. put these on, everything will be fine and dandy, hunky-dory. But yes, you will need these for sure or it will not work. Simple enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we still answering questions? Do we know how long we've been on?
I'm gonna say, I don't know. It's okay.
Yeah, because we started about 15 minutes late.
15 minutes late?
Yeah, it was like 15 minutes late. So we're good. We got time. All right, here we go. All right. Hey, from Guadalajara. Is that Guadalajara?
Yes, Guadalajara, Mexico. Hey.
How do small amplifiers compare to larger ones, same wattage? I had this conversation actually today. Someone was asking about the Alpine 450 compared to, let's say, a Kenwood Exelon regular amplifier. It really just depends on how they made the amplifier. But, okay, if we grab...
Alright, so real quick, I'm going to say... Is the Stinger Select Power Wire OFC or CCA? It's OFC. The power wire is OFC. If you actually spend the extra buck, you can actually get the better one, like the Stinger. Other than that, it's OFC.
Which ones?
The Stinger Select.
Oh, keep in mind though, they make 3 different versions of it. The Stinger Select has 3 versions.
Yes.
You have CCA regular. You have CCA hybrid copper, which is a 70-30 mix, and then you have OFC.
Yep.
So you have to pay attention to what kit you order.
And the difference is the color of the wire. It's lighter. The blue, it's lighter than the regular one.
Yeah.
So
but there are 3 different types, so make sure you get the right ones for sure. All right, Ronnie, dropping in $5. Have you heard any of the Gately boxes like Steve has in his truck? No, and I really want to.
Dude,
I really want
Bobby
to.
Gately make amazing
All right, so
boxes.
back to talking about amplifier power. So this guy right here, this is a 50-watt IC power chip. This is what is in the back of your radio, and also a lot of those little crappy amplifiers, little tiny things. They put these in there. They put a big power supply on it, put some capacitors on it, and they up the power on this. You can also get bigger versions of this. This is also a 50-watt by 4 amplifier. There's going to be a difference. Now, obviously, you know, if I go to a bigger 50-watt by 4 amplifier, it might be an AB class amplifier, and that AB class amplifier is obviously going to be bigger than this because this is a class D. They used to make this amplifier that was like a DGA, I don't know, it was like a DGH, and they was, you know, Rockford has a bunch of weird names. But anyways, yeah, there is some difference. However, they're all going to give you, well, this will give you 18 watts, even though it says it's 50. But yeah, there are some differences. Depends on what the amplifier is made out of.
All right, Dean.
Yeah.
Can you help me to choose between the Audison APK 165?
Okay, speakers.
Or the Morel Tempo Ultra 602s, or the Morel Virtus 602s.
Ooh, I like the Virtus.
The Virtus.
I like the Virtus.
There you go. Go with the Virtus.
I'd go with the Virtus.
Virtus.
There again, I like the Audisons, you know, and if you, but I feel like the Morel is going to give you a much nicer sound. But I mean, you know, the Audisons, those are the tweeters you put in the dash of the Raptor.
Yeah.
Okay, they had a really nice sound to them. They were a lot like a Morel in the sense that they just weren't overbearing. They had a nice tweeter sound to them. So, but I'm just a Morel fan, so I'm going to go with Morel.
Jaden Casecolero, and I've been trying to ask my question for 25 minutes now.
Oh.
I'm sorry, guys. Like, if you guys see, sometimes
Today,
I miss a lot.
Well, it's not just that. I mean, we have there's several questions popping up here.
Yeah.
And
if I miss your question,
the show is not normal for us today. Our webcaster decided not to work, so we're using a phone. That's why this is ultra wide. We're using my laptop to try to pay attention to the questions, so I apologize. We're doing the best we can.
Yeah.
It was either this or no show. So if I've missed your question, sorry. I can't help it. I'm trying really hard here.
Yep.
You know, we do what we can with the time that we have.
Whoa, wow.
Now, see,
Angel.
he could
Angel.
have asked a question, and I'd have gladly answered it.
Exactly.
All
Angel Gutierrez, thank you, man.
Man.
Wow, man. Nice.
Jason coming in behind him. Thanks for another great show. 2016 4Runner running stock stereo and an audio control DM810. Replacing the factory stereo with a nice Ken would make a big difference. Yes. Yes, it will. If your 2016 is a non-JBL system going into the DM810, you still have a few issues that are there that the DM810 is going to have issues with. If you're just using it as a straight EQ, you're not really going to notice it. But if you're trying to do like time correction, time alignment, call it what you will, you are going to have a few issues there from the factory radio. The all-pass filter is going to fight that. But if you're just using it as EQ, the all-pass filter will fine and it'll be hunky-dory. If you switch out to the Kenwood, you're going to get a nice clean signal into that, and yes, it is going to be so much nicer.
Yeah.
It's so much nicer. You know, DSPs are great for fixing factory, but they're also even better when you just give them a really clean signal to deal with in the first place. So I would totally go with that.
Yeah.
There's 225 people watching you. Can't expect them to answer every question. Move on, man. And that was an easy question. And that's why I like the new shirt.
Angel, you don't want to ask a question? I will. Seriously, I can answer any question.
I was wondering why the sound mic is so bad. Gladly y'all powered through. There again. Oh, you were wondering. Okay, so yeah, it's the phone. I'm sorry. As we move closer, it sucks. I know. I'm sorry. It was this or no show. We really didn't want you guys to have no show. I mean, we know what's going on in the world because we're all going through it. It sucks. And it was like, okay, it's not working. We'll just go home, move on. Or no, we'll say screw it. We'll use a phone. We'll still try to answer as many questions as we can. And we'll still do a show. And at least it's something that isn't the crappy news that we're all been getting.
All right, Jaden Case. What door speakers should I use for my 2003 Sequoia JBL audio system? I've been watching you videos. Thank you for watching the videos.
What year is the Sequoia?
It's a 2003 Sequoia.
I'm going to say head over to
Power Base.
Power Base.
Yep.
Yeah. So Power Base right here, we have Jeff Fox on from Power Base. What makes Power Base like unique is that they make factory replacement speakers in 2 ohm and 4 ohm, and they're made to just bolt into place like this guy here. This is for a GM, but they make the Toyota ones that just go right in. They're super affordable. If you're keeping the factory stereo the way it is, yeah, it's a no-brainer. Love those guys. They make really great stuff. If you want to go a bit more crazy, then obviously there's plenty of things out there to allow you to do that. But definitely check out, just at least head over to Power Base and see what they have.
Also, if you want to go a little bit more, of course, Full Cow make the speakers also. You can go crazy. Depends what you like.
Go crazy. We never want no show. We always want the show. We can go without you. Thanks, guys. Dean, the mic in the screen reminds me of the low budget 80s porn. I don't know what's going on. I mean, we have the mic plugged in. We have a mic on. I mean, you're seeing it here in the frame. It's just, you know, we didn't have time to recalibrate for the, from one thing to the next just because we were already running behind. It sucks. I apologize.
Shout out to Jeff Smith.
Is he there, or is he just saying hi? We talked to him yesterday.
Said, yeah.
Yeah, they're doing what they can, man. A lot of these companies are struggling. I don't want to end on that note because.
Hey, Dean.
Yes, give me something.
You should make some classes direct from you so we can learn.
Is this enough?
But this is the class.
Is this enough?
This is the class. And if you actually want to pay for a class, you can drop whatever money you want in here.
This guy. Dean, can you speak on using fans to keep enclosed amps cool? This is where Steve Mead makes one of the coolest things ever. He's got the cool device, his little meter, the temperature. That, to me, that thing is awesome. So if you're going to be doing any form of enclosed amplifier rack, I would definitely get that SMD thermometer that he makes, because you can tell it when you want the fans to turn on. I'm sure there's other devices out there for it, but let's be honest, that one's the coolest. And then for me, I like the Stinger squirrel cage fans. So they're like AC fans, and but they're long, thin, and narrow, and they move a ton of air, and they're super quiet. They don't sound like computer fans where it's just like. But yeah, I would check out the Stinger fans. You can probably find those on their website, and yeah, that would be the two combinations I would definitely look into.
All right, returning from Morels to Audio Frog would be difficult.
No. I mean, if Morels didn't exist, I'd probably go for the Audio Frogs. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Really,
Audio makes
really
amazing
nice.
speakers. Yeah. Work on a Supra yet?
No.
Not yet.
Well, you mean that cool BMW?
Yeah. Right.
No, he got cheap. He doesn't want. He's still trying to figure out what he wants to do.
Right.
And like everyone else,
we have a guy that he's been talking. With Dean, of course.
Will there be shortage of audio products in the coming months with the virus? 100% yes. Yes, there will be shortages. You got to remember where a lot of these parts, whether they're manufactured anywhere in the world, it doesn't matter where the parts are coming from. Everyone is being hit by this virus. There's no question about it. All the manufacturers that we've talked to, there's a lot of, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for everybody. So when you're looking at that, yes, we're going to have shortages. There's no question about it.
All right, Fernando, is an 8-gauge power wire really enough for a Rockford T750 amplifier?
Yes.
In the 2018 F-150? Seems too thin, but that's what I asked for.
No, we do it all the time.
It is, yes, it's fine. Just make sure it's 100% copper, and if that's aluminum, and I think it's aluminum, you gotta run power.
What year was
it? 2018.
So if it's 2018, pick up the Stinger marine wire.
Yep.
So
go to stinger.com.
Because they sell the whole kit.
Yep.
It comes with the circuit breaker, which I'm not a fan of, but you can get the whole kit with the circuit breaker, the ring terminals, the ferrules, everything you need as an 8-gauge kit. It comes with 20 feet, which is perfect. They make it an 8-gauge and a 4-gauge. So if you buy the 4-gauge kit, you could pre-wire it with the 4-gauge, so if you ever wanted to add the F2 or the T404, you'd be all set, ready to go.
I would definitely, personal opinion, I would definitely buy the 4-gauge, run it, do a distribution block in case if I'm going to add the 404 later on. So check stinger.com into the marine section.
Here we go. Hey, Dean, I used your way of taking 2 GM harnesses and making an amp bypass for my 05 Xterra. What a time saver. Awesome. So, there again, for all you guys that are going, where do I get my harnesses? Where do I get this? How do I figure this out? MetroOnline.com is going to have your harnesses. If they don't make a T harness, they make a harness called the 70. They make a harness called 71. The 70 is into the factory harness. The 71 goes into the factory radio. You can also do a search like GM amp bypass on the top of the page, and they'll list all the GM harnesses. Just take a picture of your harness and spend some time going through their page. They make the most harnesses. You know, we use pack-audio.com for a lot of stuff, but no one has the amount of harnesses that Metro has. They are the harness kings. There's no question about it.
All right, blogs, jugos, divertidos. Real quick. Tenemos este YouTube channel, tenemos el otro YouTube channel que se llama Dean and Fernando's Car Stereo Clips, y ahí puedes aprender bastante. Puedes seguirnos en Instagram, en 5-Star Car Stereo, con el número 5. Ahí en Facebook, puedes aprender de ahí. Es lo que hacemos.
I love Jeff Farley. All right, I'm going to end on this because I think this is hilarious. This is why are monks so good at protesting? The more you have, the greater the resistance. All right, guys. Hey, listen, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in on this Saturday. We hope if you're home, well, stay home, eat at home, spend some time with the family. I don't think you're going to need to... Jason, please keep up the content through these difficult times. Your show is a great break from, Yes. And then
We
Snake
can
Eyes.
keep going.
Do you guys have any advice or warnings for installing on a hybrid car? I'm a bit worried about taxing the electrical system. You guys are awesome. If it's a Prius, you're okay. Anything other than that, you got to be real careful. Make sure there's a 12-volt battery in the car would be the only recommendation I could say. Some of the new Hyundais and Kias don't have batteries, and that's where you got to be real careful on how big of a system you're going to build. You may want to be adding in a second battery or a 12-volt battery as the buffer between the big multi-cell battery and the amplifier. So Priuses, all good. Angel coming in with another another $10. Dude, you're the man tonight.
Thank you, guys.
But anyways, so yeah, if you're doing installation, we do recommend an alcohol water mix to keep your life nice and safe. We've been cleaning all the cars we can, and of course we got our big thing of
Germs.
Germex. Stay home. No reason to do Ubers and Lyft unless you're hungry. Okay, if you're starving,
get it delivered.
Do a little Uber Eats. Get yourself a nice pizza. Get some Hooters. The Hooters across the street is only open for takeout. It is so strange.
Please,
but
guys.
anyways, so there again, do that. Hooters, Lyft. If you're broke, drive there yourself.
Honestly, I don't think you're gonna go anywhere. Like, just stay home, watch movies, and that's it.
Yeah, I think we'll probably.
Yeah.
So we might watch Jumanji, or we might watch his Ford vs Ferrari, because I'm the only person. We're the only people that haven't watched that yet.
Yeah.
We were waiting to watch Ford vs Ferrari until we
Go to Indy.
went to Indy, and now that we're not going to Indy, it's just I might as well watch it. Hybrid cars is recommended no more than 30 amps.
Yeah,
okay, there you go. You know, something like a hybrid, I'm looking at the Rockford Mini T's.
Yeah.
Mini T power, baby. Got that all day long. All right, guys. Ford vs Ferrari is great. Probably going to check that out tonight. You guys, it's been wonderful. We will see you back here Monday. Hopefully, whatever is causing this not to work, they'll figure it out for us this week.
Monday,
I'm not holding my breath because I'm sure no one is working at the webcaster place.
Thank you so much, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Dean and Fernando's Car Stereo Clips. And
look for that.
Yep.
That's the logo.
That's right here.
And of course,
on
Facebook.
I need 1,000. I need 1,000 subscribers. I'm sorry. Anyway, go ahead.
Facebook, 12-Volt Clean Wire Club. That's it for today. Teespring/store/5star. You can get the cool shirts like this. DNF Tool Drawers place. You can go and find all the cool tools that we use. Patreon, if you want to. We love it. You guys, thanks everyone so much for tuning in tonight. We hope just got notifications. The channel
Fernandez, man.
The show is over.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Next time, bro.
Monday, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time on the Facebooks. That's where we'll be. Bye. All right, let me figure out how to shut this thing off.
Exactly. Are you done?